Hello there, and thank you for joining me. This is only one Kenobi, only one, and I just want to open some figures, man. Yeah, I've had a lot of this stuff for a while, and I just want to get it out of the packaging. 4 of them I bought in Florida, which was 2 weeks ago, and they're solo figures. I was made up to get them because I wanted to expand my solo crew. And then the other stuff, a few things I got yesterday, like this guy, Moloch there. Can you see him? The light's shining off. I just want to get them out of the packaging. Also, this video, which is going to be uncut, by the way, I'm just going to just open it up and then just give you some thoughts on each figure because they all look great. But this is also going to help me do another video I wish to do, which is a top 5 should be in the vintage collection for Solo, a Star Wars story. I did a video like that recently for Clone Wars cards or figures that we should have in the Clone Wars, and I did it for Rogue One. And admittedly, there are more characters in Rogue One than Solo. But I'll come back to that in a minute. So these are the ones I'm going to open right now. Enjoy that. These ones I just thought I'd put down here because they are in the Solo line, but they're not in the Solo movie. The line of figures, that is, with the yellow font there. So that's Leia. I got her yesterday. I got Snoke yesterday. You might remember if you saw that video, which was the haul video, the haul monitor. And this one here I'm not going to open today because I already have a 5 POA range trooper loose, so I don't want to open him again because I'm actually spoiled for choice with range troopers that are fully articulated, which are over here. And that is where all these figures have been, by the way. They've all been hanging there for far too long. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you make of me if you follow my channel, but I am an opener. I do like figures loose, and I certainly want more Solo figures loose. So I plan to do a video on characters they could have in the vintage collection, but I was really struggling. As opposed to Rogue One, there's loads more characters. For example, like characters like this, she's a key character. They've put her into 5 POA. She could have and should have maybe been a fully articulated figure, a bit like K2SO, you know. Droids are top candidates for super articulated figures. So the fact that they've already given us a 5 POA makes you wonder if they close the door now. Are they gonna? They'd have to re-release stuff we've already had, which might annoy a lot of people. I wouldn't be bothered because it would be on a vintage card and it would be nice and it would be fully articulated. Anyway. So that's a video that's going to come up, and it's a hard choice that because there's not many characters remaining. I'm going into it now, and I was going to save it for another video, but you've got Dryden Voss. He's another one who would be a top candidate. He's never been a figure in 5 POA, in multi-articulation. So let's get these open. I hope you enjoy this. I just want to get them out of the packaging. So let's start with Qi'ra. I got this a long time ago in The Entertainer, I believe, for £3.33. These are the ones I got in Florida. I got this guy, Talsite, or Key Talsite, depends on how you pronounce the key there, like Quay, a key, like the old key, Quayside. And then you've got L3, Rio, and Moloch there. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then this is Thug Qi'ra from Corellia. And you know what, this is actually going to help me do my video for the vintage collection actually, by just speaking my mind now. I think the other Qi'ra figure that they could give us would be the, and it would be good on a vintage card, her as the gangster kind of like, you know, James Bond girl style, you know, when she's on the yacht. So let's have a look at this figure, let's get her open. And it also frees up a lot of space on my, my stand over there, you know, my peg hangers. The card backs I've noticed have all got sellotape on them, so they still obviously are a bit either nervous that in shops they're going to get battered and it keeps them all together, but I thought the glue issue was a thing of the past. Certainly in the vintage collection they don't have sellotape on, but these, if I can get the light to shine off, see, they all do. I'll get her out of the way actually. Leia, love you to bits Leia, but we're not dealing with you in this video. Let's get these Solo figures out. It's a great cat. I love Solo, you know. I loved Rogue One when it came out, but I feel less inclined to watch Rogue One again and again. Not that I want to overwatch any Star Wars film, but you know what I mean. I find it more pleasurable watching Solo again. Rogue One's not depressing, but it's like it blew me away in the cinema, and now it's sort of served its purpose. It's not one of these films I want to watch again, and she's a great figure, and relive it and find new stuff, because it's sort of like something that's just in one place in time, if that makes sense. Whereas Solo just sort of gets better and better and better every time I watch it. So I'll just put her on the stand for you. Looking very nice there, very good. Yeah, she's nice. I really like. I've forgotten her name. Oh my god, it'll come to me later. It's really nice. I follow her Instagram. Very nice. It's not focusing because there's stuff in the background, but it doesn't matter. You saw a little bit. For God's sake, that really annoys me a bit. I have to do that again now. She's moving away from us. See her from there. So really good. I mean, there's some great 5p away figures, isn't there? She's not actually 5p away, she's more than that. She's got wrist articulation. Anyway, that's her done. Moving on. What else have we got? Rio. Let's have a look at Rio. There he is. I like this character. You never have a more deeper sleep than in a Wookiee's lap, or whatever he says. And what else? You haven't been through a Minoc roast in Ardinia. It's nuts. It's crazy. Just resting my eyes. He's quite cute as well, isn't he? He's got wow, look at that solo style blaster. Brilliant. And he's got lots of, I love the arms. So he's multi-articulated. That's 4p away right there. I just think that, you know, all these with more hinges and stuff. See, he's got no hinge there. That's vintage collection territory. If he was really hinged, and it doesn't matter. At least they've given us a figure for him, you know, one way or another. I'm just going to make this kind of brief because there's a lot to get through, so I don't really want to be boring myself or you. If I was doing this without a camera on, I'd be taking my time now, but I just thought I'd share this with you, you know, opening stuff. Why not? Some of you might enjoy that, I don't know. Some people watch YouTube channels for unboxings and openings and stuff, but personally I don't. I'd sooner just open my own stuff. But anyway, there is Rio. I like that. I like the fact I've got the whole crew. Speaking of which, Val. I already have a loose Beckett, by the way, but here's Val. She's a really nice figure in 6" as well, of which, you know, if the price was right, like I got a Lando Calrissian recently, and a few other figures for like really, really, really cheap. You can't say no. Come the right price with Val, I'll get her. But you know, for now, things like that Obi-Wan Kenobi I got recently, the Clone Commander one, I'll pay top dollar for that, definitely. But not necessarily for people like Val or who's that guy from The Last Jedi? Him, DJ or whatever. I do like that character. He's quite funny and he did a good job. So this is Val. See, they're going to look all... I thought she was great. I love this character. It's been a ride, babe, or whatever. Sacrifices herself. It's just tragic, isn't it? For the good of the mission, and it failed. It's heartbreaking, isn't it? When they find out we don't got it, they're going to kill us. The coaxium. That explosion was awesome. It all just sort of sucked it. It reminded me of Attack of the Clones, the seismic charges. Stand by. So much energy and matter just sucked in the sound. There she is, man. It's a great figure. Look at that. It looks like soft goods, but it's not. It's just, look at that around her neck. And the hair texture. They've done an amazing... I was watching Sith Lord 229 today, who has come back to YouTube, thank God. And he was saying about how he is not a hater of 5POA. He wasn't saying that he wasn't a lover either. He obviously he loves it and doesn't hate it, basically. He's in the middle. Same with myself, I suppose. I really wish many times that we had full articulation. But these figures are also just so good that you can't hate them. But she would be immense if she was fully articulated. All these were. Anyway, let's move on. So, yeah, this is another one. This would be... this got damaged when in my travel case or whatever. Coming back, didn't travel very well. But, L3, I like L3. I'm also expecting a Kessel Run Falcon coming any day now. I'm so glad I won one on eBay. Got that one to myself. I was watching somebody who had it listed and it was just about the same sort of price as it was going apparently in TK Maxx, which was £40. which is what I would be prepared to pay for it. I did see it at Epcot Center as well when I was looking for figures, but that was $100. I wasn't paying that much for it. So this is L3. I liked L3. I thought she was so funny, like almost taking the you-know-what out of social justice warriors or whatever, which is what the Last Jedi was criticised for being, a platform for all that kind of, outlook on whatever. But anyway, she was brilliant. It works, trust me. How does that work? I love that one. But look at that. What a shame. Look at that brilliant ball joint, and then look at this. I want to articulate her elbows, man. I can't. I think she'd be a great vintage figure. Can't do anything to the legs. Look at that. I'm really see what I'm trying. I'm pushing down here and pulling up here. I'm wanting to bend the legs. I can't. You can't have her sat in the Falcon. But do you know what? Just in terms of looking good, she does look good. So I'll have her standing next to Lando. Lando, what's happening to me? That was quite sad as well. These droids dying. Let's get this guy open. That was quite a good scene on Kessel when he got finished off. It's quite easy to get these two confused. They're just kind of weird alien dudes with cloaks and heavy drapes and masks. That's a really heavy figure, that. Speaking of heavy. Look at that, look how wide the bubble goes compared to him. Reminds me, as I said in the last video, of Ifant Mon. But this guy, look at that. What an amazing figure. They are, look at this. Amazing drapes. They've really taken a lot of time and effort with that. That is incredible. Look at the lighting. I'm not blocking the light. Look at that paint application there. What a waste. Why don't they just focus on the vintage collection? I think Sith Lord 229 said today that they are scrapping 5p away. In fact, this isn't 5p away. It'll have more than that maybe. All these do. They're probably about 7 or something like that. Like the 20 years ago, like the Phantom Menace line was. It was more than 5p away. What a great figure. Really, there's not much I would want to do with it anyway. But it's more of a statue, but it looks great. I'm going to move on, you see. It does a ball joint there. Let's have a look underneath the legs or whatever. Yeah, it's very minimal articulation. But what a great looking figure that is. Like that a lot. Let's get Chewie open. I saw Chewie. I had to get him because I don't have a solo Chewie. I've got tons of Chewies. But look, he's made me want to buy him because he's different from the others. He's got that Y-shaped, is it what do you call it? A bandolier? Whatever, an ammo strap. I don't know if I've got the right word there. But this will go nicely with my... I've got a fully articulated Han, as a lot of you have. He's in the Entertainer as well right now for £6, but that's my solo Han. I don't know if there was a 5 POA Han or not, in this line anyway. I don't know. I think there might have been, but still. There's Chewie. Look at that. Really nice. Limited articulation, but anyway, I'm planning on getting all my solo crew just stand-in pose, man. Looking good. Try and do that at the end, maybe. Or another video. Let's keep it live. Yeah, let's get him on the rotator. Have a spin, Chewie. Yeah, he was great in the movie as well, Chewie. Such a loyal creature. Honourable. I've got a Chewie. I'm not going to open it in this video because it'll go on forever. I've got some other Chewie. I've got a Chewie mudded up with Han from the Entertainer I've not opened, and I've also got a Lando over there as well. Oh, in fact, you know what? I might even bring him into this video. He's hanging over here. I have to get Lando open because if I'm going to get this Falcon coming, I want the solo crew all posed outside it. But, and here's another creature from Castle. He'll go nicely with him. See this guy? That's awesome. I've got so many figures now for solo. They've just all suddenly come out of nowhere. So I'll open him in a minute. Let's get this bad boy open, Moloch. I could have sworn he was called something else in the film. But anyway, yeah, let's get it open. Bring it on. What a heavy piece of plastic that is. That's good, isn't it? For £3.33. Wow. He reminds me of the Attack of the Clones statue-y type figures. There was a lot of political figures in that line. And they all had heavy drapes and lots of plastic. And he's got a gun thing as well here. Yeah, great. Oh, Qi'ra! He doesn't say that. I forgot what he says. That. What's her name now? Forgotten her name. I suppose that gun goes on the front there, does it? So put that there. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Just put it in his hand, for God's sake. Great looking figure. Does that open? Probably not, no. Oh, does it? Oh, yeah, look at that. You just made the sound of a rock. That's a rock, and you made the sound of that with your mouth. I can't remember what the script is exactly, but that was a funny scene. Everybody stand back. It's a thermal detonator. Or something like that. So there you go. Very nice. Okay, let's just move this on now. Well, that should have been technically the end of the video, but it's not. There's a bit more now. I'm going to open this Captain Calrissian for you. Captain Lando Calrissian. Yoo-hoo! Where's my VCX? You're adorable. I love that, the whole pansexual scandal that was going on before Solo. I thought it was awesome. Such a great film. Goddamn boycotters. Muppets. Well, there you go. Now this is so similar to the vintage figure, which I ultimately would prefer to have loose, but he'll do for now. He was so cheap in The Entertainer. There's a lot of plastic here, I don't know what it does, but let's just get these two figures out for you so you can see. I love those helmets, by the way, look at that. So reminiscent of, well, one of them was like Bosk's. No, Bouche. You know, Leia Bouche? That kind of helmet. Look at that cape, man. So Empire Strikes Back. I'm so sad that he's wearing yellow again in the Rise of Skywalker. I thought it would have been nice if he'd had a different colour again. So he had yellow here, blue or light blue, sky blue or whatever it was in Empire Strikes Back, and then something different in the Rise of Skywalker. But anyway, just a small observation of mine there. Yeah, that's great. I like the fact that that's all loose there. Yeah, very nice. Very smart. Great film. I love Solo. He's quite cool as well. Look at that. As long as they've got a ball joint, you know, I'm happy. Because you can give them a bit of, and they can just sort of pose or whatever. He's got loads of accessories, but I'll deal with them another time. What I'm going to do, just to finish this off, folks, is just put them all against the wall here. So you can have a good look at them all. No particular order, really. Put the big guys at the side, maybe. And then we'll say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching this. What a great film, what a great cast of characters. Some good choices here for either re-releases, multi-articulated for the vintage collection, and then there's others to consider. But I'll do a top 5 for you. Solo characters that could and should be in the vintage collection. Definitely, let's say this now, Dryden Voss has to be in there. So there you go. I've really enjoyed doing that, just to open them up, and I thought I'd share it with you. I usually don't do videos as long as this, but who cares? It's got to be done. You know, that's the, yeah. I don't know what to say. It's been quite a long video. I'm losing the plot at the end. I could have gone even longer, I suppose, by looking at all the features and the articulation for each one, but you know, that's an overview of everything there. Awesome cast of characters. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Only One Kenobi. If you have enjoyed that, please don't forget to smash the like button. Check out the rest of the videos in the playlists and subscribe to Only One Kenobi for more uploads and regular uploads and information on the Star Wars saga. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one.